Hi guys, this is Donovan from donovanground.com. Today's show, I'm actually at Beckenham Place Golf Course with my friend Dave Waziri. He's one of the golf professionals down here. And what we're talking about today, you know, our stories, it's always about the family, it's always about children and developing children. So we're trying to see, you know, pick Dave's brain and find out some of the connections, what it is about golf that helps children to improve on their life, on their school, on a bigger purpose. So Dave, thanks to have you with us today.
Nice.
And before we kick off, just tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got involved in golf.
Well, I grew up in a neighborhood where crime was the main thing, and I happen to have friends who play golf. When they talk about golf, I'll be making fun of them, saying that it's a lazy man's sport. And the very day I walked with them on the golf course, I just felt passion for it.
Cool.
Because the game that you just need to smack the ball. That's what it's all about. So I just feel, well, I can transfer my time and energy to smacking a golf ball. I will start somewhere.
Cool, that sounds
That
good.
was it.
Great stuff. And how long have you been a pro now, Dave?
I've been a pro for 11 years now.
11 years. All right. So you played on many courses.
Yeah, I played in a series of tournaments in the state and here as well, the Euro Pro Tour event, and the qualifiers to the US at the British Open and the US Open as well.
Oh, cool. And the connection with young people, because I know you've got like an academy down here now, and it seems to be increasing because my son goes as well. Tell us how that started off for you.
Well, when I came here to Beckenham, I found out that this is an opportunity for kids who live local, and it's very cheap, and it's an open place for family as well, and it's a place that welcome everyone. So I picked an interest of touching kids, giving back to the community. So, and I took over from my colleague John. The kids were all running away from me, this method of teaching.
Okay.
So my plan of attack towards this to help the kids is I can go closer to the kids and understand them better than their family as well, their parents as well, and just pick up from there. And ever then, the class keep increasing day and day.
And you touched on something. There's a couple of things. You mentioned touching the kids, and you also mentioned making that connection that sometimes parents can't make.
Yeah.
And you're able to do that. Tell us a bit of how you actually do that connection.
Well, kids have a way of expressing themselves to their mentors, and so for this game, golf, it brings out the true you.
Okay.
So for that, I can actually know them better.
Right.
Even when they hear the golf ball, I can actually know, wow,
Yeah.
this kid has this problem, this kid's kind of express his way, his own way of thought this way. So, and with golf, it's so easy for you to tell if kids need help, or we all need help, put it this way. But this is a way that makes them express themselves more. It's a sport that brings out the true you. To put it that way.
Okay. And you mentioned that, you know, some children have more difficulties than others, and everybody knows golf is a sport. There's, you know, many rules. The Royal in St Andrew got all those rules.
Yeah.
When you get a kid who's like anti-rule and they meet the game of golf, how does that gel together?
Well, that's one big secret that we haven't found out yet.
Okay.
With golf, it kind of like make you understand that it's just a ball. It doesn't talk. It has nobody to fight for.
You're right.
Your idea is just to smack it.
You're right.
So if you look at this, other games, you don't have the opportunity to just smack something that will go anywhere. And golf, it brings out your anger. You can transfer your anger, smashing to a ball that can't talk. And that is a way to really get stress out of you, put it that way. So.
And you've seen it making a lot of difference in many lives. And I've seen girls and boys. It's not just boys.
It's not girls. Is one thing that a lot of folks out there don't know. Girls play golf better than boys.
Wow.
Because they have a way of calming their nerve down. Now it gets a lot of stress out of them. Like for ones who do have problems indoors, golf helps them to forget those trouble.
Okay.
With girls, they don't try too hard as well.
Right.
Which the boys, you can see the physical part of it.
Sure.
They're trying too hard no matter what.
Right.
And this game is such a way that it slows them down. You're walking 10 kilometers more.
Right.
So if you're sending someone on an errand, sending for 10 kilometers walk, he will not be happy when he comes back.
Mm.
But this game of golf can make you walk 10 kilometers go of a walk, not even thinking that you're doing that much work.
Right, right, right.
It's a thing for everyone.
Yeah, yeah. And you mentioned the thinking part, because obviously golf's a game. You've got to think your way around the course. Whether you're a child or an adult, you've got to think your way around. You know, you say it's 10K. How do these kids, how do you get them to concentrate for 10K walking around the course, you know, 4 hours, 5 hours?
It's very tricky. The little ball can make you do things that you don't want to do. So for you chasing that ball, you want to chase it more.
Right, right.
So you wouldn't even know when that's where the phone is.
Okay.
Keep running and running.
Right.
Hitting the ball, seeing how far I can hit it. The excitement alone move you on, not even knowing.
Okay, okay. So they just they grow in it, really.
They grow in
as they go along.
and
And growing is one of the things. It's important, the work we do on our website, and I know golf as well. Transferring some of these skills they learn in golf into their home life, into their school life. What do you get any feedback from any parents or anything?
Yes, I do got a lot of feedback from parents how well the kids are doing in school.
Okay.
And how well they learn at home as well, how they respect their parents as well. The discipline goes indoors as well.
Sure, sure.
And it makes them stand out in the society. It makes them realize how well they talk to fellow people out there, their friends, their seniors as well, how they interact with them. Golf bring out a different person part of them. So if a kid will have probably hanging out with his friend, he can't stand out. Golf will make him stand out.
Right.
Golf actually make you feel you're part of the society.
Right.
So for that, it takes away that attitude problem that we see most of the kids do have these days. That even they have no respect even for their own folks as well. But golf brings that respect.
That's fantastic. And I know that young kids, one of the big things for them is trying to fit in, especially as they grow up, you know, through the younger ages into teenagers. Trying to fit in is difficult. So it's great to hear that the people skills side of it is part of the golf game. And we're getting close to the end. I just wanted to give us one of your top tips. Like, you know, you've got a child, you know, say parents drop their child off. Oh, my child, you know, not doing that well, concentrating in school, they're not doing this, they don't want to play football. I want to try them out at golf. What would you say to a typical parent who's thinking?
I would say it's the right step to take. One thing with kids, they love trying everything. But I find out with golf, when they come into golf, it changes the way they think, the way they see things. And you probably will start seeing change within the first 3 weeks.
Okay.
You start seeing massive change in those, and the way they interact with you as a parent, and the way they interact with their friends outside. You see massive change as well. That's where the discipline of the game comes in.
Okay.
It's a natural thing that we cannot say.
Right.
It comes natural.
Right.
We can't buy discipline.
Okay.
We only get discipline when we're outside practicing things we see every day.
Right.
Day-to-day stuff do help us well. But
Right.
golf will actually make you understand people you see out there. The way they will talk to you, you're like, ooh. Then you'll practice the same way you hear them talk to you elsewhere. Not knowing that you're learning process from there, building confidence how to interact with people.
All right. That's fabulous. That's fabulous. And the parents as well. What would you say they learn? Because they must get something out.
Yeah, with the parents, he brings them together. He has a connection that brings your kids together. You get to know your kids more.
Right.
Because if you look at it now, we hardly have time for ourselves. We keep running day to day to fit in bills and stuff. We have no time for kids. The time we have with them, thinking of taking them shopping.
Right.
But with this, it makes the parents know their kids more. They don't miss you, but they want you there. You dropping them there is something that they will enjoy.
Right.
So they want, Mom, take us here. That's where they want to be. And that's the place you really want to help their skills as well. So bringing them here to them is the connection.
Right.
That my mom brings me here, my dad brings me
Okay.
here. And that's a connection you can't buy with the money in the world.
Right.
Because that's where they see you more. That's where they treasure you more.
Right. So we're talking about quality time.
Yeah, that's about
Absolutely,
the quality time.
yeah. And you've told me before that, like some dads who don't necessarily see their kids because of work-wise, they'll be doing this 10K walk with their children.
That's correct.
And that's like 4 or 5 hours that they wouldn't normally have. I
Yeah.
mean, it's got to be, as you say, it's priceless.
Yeah, it is
Priceless.
priceless.
Yes. And we're pretty much getting close to wrapping up, Dave. I know you said your website is under construction
Yeah,
at the
it's
moment.
under construction.
So if anyone wanted to connect with you, how could they do it at the moment?
They can go to Beckenham Golf at Glendale/Services
Okay.
and log into the Glendale website, Glendale Golf.
Okay.
From there is a direct link to us.
Okay, that's great. And what I'll do, I will put the link at the bottom of the video that you'll see. And just before we go, Dave, one nugget of wisdom, because I know, for many young people, their sports coach is like one of the most priceless people in their life. I know people like Alex Ferguson, there's John Woodens in basketball.
Yeah.
And I see you in that mold from stuff I've heard around the circuit. I know you're laughing there. Give us one nugget you'd say that you really look to instill this in the young people that come to work with.
Well, time is the ultimate key in life, and I won't be surprised seeing one of these kids growing up one day being one of the greatest players in the world. And I've seen it happen, and I've seen their growth from day to day, and I've seen their improvement from day to day. Some with the support of their parents, they go from here to something tomorrow. But it is something that will stick around kids for a very long time. They grow up with them in their day-to-day life, and I'll be surprised one day one will be talking of one that's been taught by Dave.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And Dave, thanks a lot, mate. It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure. And I've seen in my own son Nathan. He's been with you over a year now, and he's grown strength to strength inside as well as on the golf course. So, guys, you can catch up with Dave on the link below, and we look forward to catching you on the next show. Thanks.